Welcome to Upscale Magazine. We have the magnificent, the most beautiful. She's a mom, she's an actress, she's an author, a producer, a Miss Beauty pageant, a wife, the star of Beyond the Gates, as well as BET Family Business. I want to welcome Miss Trisha Mann-Grant.
Oh, yay. Thank you.
Right here on Upscale Magazine. We are so excited to have you on the show. How are you doing today, Miss Grant?
I am absolutely wonderful. And I have a quick story about Upscale Magazine.
Okay, I'm ready to listen. Let's do this.
I think it was 1990 or 91, and I was Miss Black Chicago in 90. And so while I had my crown, I met Mr. Bronner himself, who was the father of all of the young men that are doing great things to this day.
Oh, yeah.
And he crowned me. What's that? Gosh, yeah. Well, he crowned me Miss Upscale. I believe it was for 1991. I can't.
What?
It's been so
I did
long.
not know that.
But he said, you are going to be my Miss Upscale, and brought me out there, and I met the family, went to the wedding. He brought my mom too. And when I tell you, it was such a great
Aw.
experience. It was such a lovely, lovely family. Met the mother, met everybody. Nate and I just recently saw him when I was in Atlanta, and I went to the church.
Really?
Uh-huh. And
That's
then
awesome.
yeah, so I thought that was so cool. I was like, oh my gosh.
I mean, we all grew up with the Bonner Brothers show, Upscale
Yes.
Magazine. I mean, it's always been a dream for me to actually work for Upscale. I was so happy and elated to become a journalist for the company. I've been with them about 5 years now.
Yeah,
It's like
absolutely.
a dream.
Just an amazing family. And I had not seen them in ages
And they
until
all still
just
look
recently.
good. They all
They look
working
great.
out, exercising.
They're successful.
They
I
ain't
know
missed a
their
beat.
father's proud. Yeah, I know he is looking down from the heavens above going, I did that.
I know.
Thank
Left a
God I
beautiful
did that.
legacy for his family.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love that.
Yes.
So speaking of you going back then in the days with Upscale Magazine and being Miss Magazine, tell us what you was doing. Where were you at when you decided, you know what, I'm gonna be a star. I'm gonna go after my dreams. I'm not gonna let nobody stop me. I'm not gonna let nothing stop me. Can you share that moment with us when you just had that wow factor when you knew, I'm gonna be a star?
Yeah, I was 15, Mercedes. I was 15 years old, and I had a mentor, Sister Dorothy. She really did help me a lot. She was a blessing, and she let me know who I was, whose I was, and what I could do. This was when I went to St. Willibrord Catholic High School, and loved that lady because she helped bring me out of my shell. Doing pageants helped bring me out of my shell. My mother was like, "You're gonna stop being antisocial." And so
Okay.
I started thinking more about writing and acting at that age. And then I got in some plays in high school. I
Okay.
was in Bye Bye Birdie. I played Rosie because I was too scary to play the young girl because she had to take off her bra on stage and bring it through her shirt, but you didn't see it. No, you could not, I mean, the way that they did it was just like on the movie for anybody who watched Bye Bye Birdie.
Mm-hmm.
I think Elvis was in that. That's an old school movie. Dick
Okay,
Van
I gotta
Dyke.
check it out. Bye
Oh,
bye
it was
birdie.
such a cute movie, but it was about a rock star and how he fell in love with an ordinary, beautiful girl, and such great acting greats in that film. And so I did those plays, and I did a lot of skits that I wrote, a lot of skits that I put up in English with Sister Dorothy. And yes, I got
Okay.
A's. I got my A's and my A pluses. I think I was a teacher's pet.
I was too. We know how to
Were
do
you?
that.
Yes.
I was too.
Yes, I decided back then, but let me tell you something. I
Hmm.
stopped focusing on fame as I got older after I moved to LA. I moved to LA at the age of 27, and one day I woke up and I realized that this life is about so much more than just being famous. It's about
Hmm.
making a difference. It's about giving back. It's about being a blessing, being an inspiration. And so when I realized the depth of what a platform can mean for me, no matter
Hmm.
how that platform comes, whether it's speaking, acting, writing, directing, producing, whatever, use your platform always like you do. And you and I've talked about this,
Yes, ma'am.
in some of our conversations, and using your platform to make a difference. And when I tell you, as corny as it sounds, girl, that's my heart. That's my heart now. If the fame came, great. I mean, yes, do I get on the plane and folks are like, I know you Leslie. Well, let's take a picture. Girl, it'll be 6 o'clock in the morning. And I'm like, oh Lord, I look crazy. Okay, come on, let's take a picture. Because I appreciate the fans for watching. So
And speaking
that
of the fans, what
mhm.
advice would you like to give to young ladies or inspiring actors or producers that actually look up to you and they say, you know what, man, I would love to accomplish some of the things that Miss Grant has accomplished?
I always say never compromise, but along with that, I'm going to add prayer because that's got me through a lot. Having faith,
Mm-hmm.
believing, and believing so much in yourself as again, one of them cliche things that people say, but believing so much in yourself that it's okay to say no to something that may get you off course. Don't be so anxious to get a job or and all money ain't good money. Let's just keep it real.
Okay.
All money is not good money. So make sure the projects that you choose are going to move you forward in a positive way and that there'll also be an example. Now, my character Leslie, she's just cray cray and she needs a hug and she needs some prayer. She needs Jesus, girl. But listen, the thing about
That's why I
Leslie
was gonna
is
ask you, how do you connect? How did you connect to that character on Beyond the Gates? Because I mean, that's a
I,
very unique character you playing.
that's a great question. I'll tell you how. I have experienced many narcissistic people
Okay.
along this journey and this thing called life.
Mm-hmm.
And because I have experienced forms of abuse, whether
Okay.
it's verbal, mental, emotional, physical in one time, but that didn't last long because mama raised me a lot better than that. And
She
so
ain't
that was
raised no
great.
fool.
Yeah, right. Absolutely. So I did not stay in that situation. But with abuse usually comes narcissism.
Okay.
And the thing about Leslie, that character is definitely that person. And so I can recall what it's like to experience it so I can flip it and be what I've seen, what I've
Okay.
heard, what I've felt. And it's
Oh, I
not
see what you're
cute. The
saying.
manipulation, uh, the darkness, the mistreatment, the bullying. Yeah, lots of bullying. So when you've experienced things like that and you've seen these people in different forms, male and female, directors, producers, other actors, maybe a family member, maybe a friend, definitely an ex or two. When you've experienced that, you know what it looks like and you're able to, I'll use an ugly word, regurgitate that through the acting. I call it
Okay.
relatability, actually. I believe in relating to the feelings and characters and not going so deep that you can't pull yourself out. Because
Yes, because that's very important.
it's very important. It's a thin line. It's like, acting is a very spiritual thing. Anytime
Mm-hmm.
we allow ourselves to become another person
Mm-hmm.
or there's a spiritual attachment there that we have to be very careful of. So I literally do pray. I'm like, Lord, please leave Leslie on set because I don't want
Oh,
to take
that's
her
how you do
home.
it. That was my next question.
I
Now,
don't want
speaking
to
of leaving Leslie on set, a lot
leave
of
her
people
on
know you.
set.
Just leave it on set.
I
Leave it
don't
on
want to see
set,
that.
baby.
Exactly.
I want to ask you this. A lot of people know you from, BT's The Family Business, of course. You've been on there for quite some time right now.
Mhm.
Now, I want to know, where were you at? What were you doing at the time what's the backstory on how you end up landing Miss LaRoe? Mrs. LaRoe. How did you end up landing that role?
I was actually going through a dark time.
What?
And it was 2019. I'm so sorry.
During COVID.
Uh-huh, my girl, when you on these phones and people calling. Okay.
Everybody want to call while we
You
in
know
the
they
in
want
the
to
in the
call when
meeting.
you doing the interview.
I know. I
Crazy.
got 20 calls since we've been
Don't
on.
listen, don't they know better? Let me put this little thing down a little bit. All right.
Okay.
So when you're going through a dark period and things were dry for me and my career, 2019 was one of those years when I was walking up the stairs and I looked up and I said, Lord, I'm good. You can take me now. I've had enough. I
Hmm.
was going through a lot between my
Wow.
son and him choosing to be out there on the streets and things that he was going through. And it was just a lot of personal things. Life and money was like, nope, I'm
Life
not
was
here for
life
you.
in.
It was life into the 12th degree, honey, times a million.
Good. Look at you now.
I know, but what happened was I reached out to Indy Brown, who is my sister. My
Hi,
she's
Indy.
she's so wonderful. You have to meet her. And she is the showrunner of BET's The Family Business.
Okay.
And I talked to her and reminded her of a conversation I had with Carl Weber, who is the creator of The Family Business. And
Yes.
I've known her
Shouts
and
out to Carl
Trey
Weber.
Haley. I've known her and Trey Haley for years. And
Hmm.
so I have watched them grow and do successful, amazing things. And I let her know, hey, look, I'm available for work. I need it. And I remember Carl saying he had a role for me. So if he's ready with that role, I'm ready to step into it. And basically, she reached out to Carl, and then boom, things happened. And I thought it was just going to be for a couple of episodes, and it ended up still now from season 2 all the way to season 7 coming up.
I know. I love it. And you play that role so well. When I first see you, I almost fell out my chair because you know me and you go way back to ABFL. I was like, look at my girl, and it's just so
Oh,
inspiring to
thank
see
you,
my
hon.
fellow sisters that coming up back in the day when we was going to all the auditions and in the
Oh my God.
grind.
Woof.
I mean, I'm
Auditions.
just so proud of you.
Thank you. I'm blessed. I'm grateful. I mean, come
Yes.
on. And listen, it's nothing that is happening overnight. This has taken some years
Well,
of
people don't
grinding.
understand. They think that when people come out that Trisha Mann-Grant blew up overnight, but they don't know. We've been in the trenches. We've been doing this a long time. I know I've been in the business
Mm.
about 35 years at least.
Yeah, yeah. I moved to LA when I was 27.
Wow.
27 years later, I booked Beyond the Gates.
Wow. And I remember that because I seen you back then in Miami and everything. I remember that.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow, I'm so proud of you. So tell us about some current projects you got coming up. I heard you are author, you got some books. Can you give us some information about that?
Oh, I definitely have a book. It's oh Lord, Amazing Testimonies. It's on Amazon Prime or Amazon.com rather. I have Prime, so it always pops up in my head every time I say Amazon. And so
Mm-hmm.
Amazing Testimonies, true stories from everyone else. It's an anthology, but I start off each chapter with my own stories, things that you would not believe that I have been through, like having a stroke, overcoming a stroke, a
What?
man jumping in the car with me, threatening to kill me. Hold on, this thing is okay. There we go. And oh my gosh, so many things. I have 9 chapters, but 9 chapters filled with all kinds of stuff. And then I have other people's stories whom I know personally. So they are true stories, unbelievable stories, angels that came and saved people. Uh, Stuff that you
So
hear
this is
about,
gonna you going this is your book, right?
this is my book.
Are
It's
you
things
gonna
that you
turn it
hear
into a
about.
movie or something?
I have thought about that, but
Well,
girl,
I'll
with
give you
Beyond the Gates,
confirmation.
I gotta have some time.
Oh my
We do
God.
90 to 100 pages a day when we're filming on Beyond the Gates. So I have thought about it. But since we're gonna have a nice little hiatus coming up, I do have another film that I'll be working on. I can't really talk about it yet,
Okay,
But
well, let us know when it come out because I would
I
love to bring you back to the
will.
show.
Yes, yes, I will. Short film called Something About Tomorrow that I produced and starred in with my daughter, Dina Yoba, and Carol Copeland is the director of it.
Okay, well, it's going to be
And
in Atlanta.
well, it's been traveling all over the country and went to Cannes Film Festival. And
Awesome. I
I
go to a
know,
lot of the
right?
cons too.
It's doing great. It's won awards and everything. So we're going to do a
Oh,
feature of it. Yeah,
congratulations.
just look for the feature of it down the road. It's a few things. I got some irons in there, girl. I'm finishing up a
Okay,
second
go
book.
ahead. Get the pots and
I
pans and
want
go ahead and
to
flip the
listen. I'm
burgers.
cooking.
Get the little. I love it. I'm so
You
happy to
are
have you a guest
hilarious.
on our show with Upscale Magazine. Can you give our viewers your Instagram or your website so we can continue to follow you? And please, I
Yes.
want you to come back. So when you drop more projects, let me know. And Upscale would be honored to cover you every step of the
Oh,
way.
I love that. Yes, absolutely. My Instagram is Trisha Mann-Grant, TrishaMann Grant, Grant 621. All right. So that's
That's
my
right.
my
Check it out.
anniversary. That's my anniversary. That's what 621 is for. And then Facebook is Trisha L. Mann hyphen Grant. And
Okay.
Twitter is Trisha Mann. And yeah, you guys follow me and send me a DM. I honestly, I
So you
sometimes
respond to
I get
every
on it.
DM. You respond to everybody.
I do not. I
Okay.
try. I
She
do not.
tried, you guys. So put it,
I
send a
try.
DM with the hope and the prayer that she can land her eyes on it and get back
Sometimes
to you.
I know I don't even see them because sometimes they're in the that unknown box and you
All
forget
right,
to
because
go
you got to
into
connect
that.
that primary to the sub or something like
Yeah,
that. But make
right.
sure when you do your movie that you post any extra that you may need, or
Yes.
it's always
Yes.
talent. It's always people out here would love to work with you. I would love to
Absolutely.
work with you. If you
Oh,
need anything,
honey.
Upscale is here for you all
Yes.
the way.
Oh, I love you, Mercedes. You're
I
amazing.
love
Got
you
it.
too, Miss Trisha
Yes.
Mann-Grant. You're my favorite. God bless you and thank you for being a guest on Upscale Magazine.
Thank
We'll see you at
you.
another time, Miss Grant. Now you keep on being the star that you are.
Amen. Thank you. Right back
Mwah.
at you, boo. Mwah.